He passed away on Thursday evening with his family at his bedside, and had been in hospital since Sunday. Last month, the Tory MP confirmed his lung cancer had progressed and he was starting a new line of treatment. Mr. Brokenshire's family paid tribute to him in a statement. They said, "It is with deep sadness that we announce the death of James Brokenshire MP at the age of 53. James died peacefully at Tarrant Valley Hospital yesterday evening with family members by his bedside. He had been in hospital since Sunday after his condition rapidly deteriorated." James was not only a brilliant government minister as both Security and Immigration Minister at the Home Office and Secretary of State at the Northern Ireland Office and Ministry for Housing, Communities and Local Government, but a dedicated constituency MP, first for Hornchurch from 2005 to 2010, and then for Old Bexley and Sidcup for the past 11 years. But most importantly, he was a loving father to his 3 children, a devoted husband to Kathy and a faithful friend to so many. We would like to thank all the NHS staff, particularly those at Guy's and St Thomas in London, who cared for James with such warmth, diligence and professionalism over the past 3.5 years. We would also ask that our privacy as a family is respected at this time. Several ministers have taken to Twitter to pay tribute to Mr. Brokenshire. Prime Minister Mr. Johnson tweeted, "Desperately sad to hear the news about James Brokenshire. James was the nicest, kindest and most unassuming of politicians but also extraordinarily effective. He served with particular distinction in the Home Office and as Security Minister. If the government needed something done well and speedily, and sensibly explained, James was the man to do it. I worked with him for many years in London and I know how much he cared for the interests of his Bexley constituents. His fight against cancer was heroic, and it is a measure of his resolve that he came back from a first bout with the disease to serve in government again. He will be missed by all who knew him. Our thoughts are with Kathy and his family." Chancellor Rishi Sunak wrote, "James Brokenshire was a man of public service and the highest integrity. He was a valued friend and colleague and will be deeply missed. My thoughts are with his family on this incredibly." Transport Secretary Grant Shapps wrote, "James Brokenshire was quite simply the nicest man in politics. A true gentleman. We will all miss him hugely. My thoughts and prayers are with his family." Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries tweeted, "The news that James Brokenshire has passed away is utterly heartbreaking. A gentle, kind man with 3 young children, a dedicated public servant, a gentleman. Thoughts are with his lovely Kathy who he adored and his family on this desperately sad day. #RIP James." Labour Party leader Sir Keir Starmer said he was incredibly sad to hear of the death of Mr. Brokenshire, who fought his illness with dignity and bravery. He wrote on Twitter, "James Brokenshire was a thoroughly decent man, dedicated and effective in all briefs he held. He fought his illness with dignity and bravery. I'm incredibly sad to learn of his death and send my condolences to his wife and children."